Hello and welcome to today's video. Today I have a tag video for you, and I haven't done one of these in a little while. I think the last one I did was one of the winter tags back when I did the 12 days of Christmas. But I like to do these every now and then because I find them fun to answer and it lets you know a little bit more about me. So today I'm going to be doing the small creator tag. This is one I found probably towards the end of last year and thought it was interesting, so I made a note in the videos that I want to create that this was one that I wanted to do. And I don't know who originally made the tag, but I found it on Samantha March's channel. So I will link her video below for you. But starting off with question 1. As of this April 2019, I will have been on YouTube for 4 years, which at times is very hard to believe, but even though it's been 4 years, I still very much enjoy making videos. It's a very fun hobby for me, so I will continue to do it as long as that keeps being the case. The first ever video that I did was actually a vlog, which is apparently a no-no because you're not supposed to, or it's not recommended that you start with vlogs because people don't really know who you are, so they don't want to watch vlogs about you. But it was a travel vlog because it was when I went to Las Vegas, so maybe that helped a little bit, but it was just a way for me to get started, kind of feel things out, see how I felt about it. And I was kind of showing my Las Vegas travel. So that's what I first started with. If you don't count those vlogs, my first sit-down video was actually a Target unboxing. So first video ever was an unboxing if you don't count those vlogs. Now, I'm taking this to mean collaboration with a person, so that's how I'm going to answer the question. And I bet that for any of you that have ever watched any of my videos, you already know what this answer is going to be. But my ultimate dream collaboration would be with Zoella, or Zoe Sugg, because she is my all-time favorite YouTuber. Even though she doesn't really make videos like this anymore, she's mainly just vlogs. I still really enjoy watching her vlogs. I really like her, and so she's someone I would definitely like to collaborate with, even though she probably isn't really doing that anymore, where she hasn't been using her main channel much, but it still would be a dream collaboration. But as far as somebody who's maybe a little bit closer, I would say Jessica Braun, because she just seems like someone that would be fun to hang out with. She's a fellow Disney lover like me, so I think it would be a really good time collaborating with her. I don't know if this question means what is my definition of making it on YouTube, or what it would mean to me if I made it on YouTube, meaning becoming big. So for me, I just do this as a hobby. I never expected anything more from it. I suppose if I was to start making an income from it, then that would be somewhat of making it, because it would actually be earning me something back. As far as making it in terms of like really big numbers, well, it would be nice to have more followers and more interaction. Making it in the sense of making it really big and having lots of people who watch and lots of followers, I'm not sure about that, because it's a little bit scary to think about that, because I don't know. I just don't know if I would be cut out for that. But I would be happy to just continue growing, to have my channel continue to grow. It's been a bit stagnant for a while, and I would love to see a little bit more growth. Making money would just be an added bonus, but that was never my intention of why I'm doing it. So hopefully that answers that question. Well, I guess an end goal would be to grow. As I said, I would like to continue to grow. I never had a set number of subscribers that I would like to reach. I always kind of work toward that next milestone. Like right now for me, that would be 500 subscribers would be my next milestone. And my channel has grown very slowly, doesn't see a lot of growth, but again, that's not why I do it. And while it would be nice to say, oh, maybe I'd be happy at 1,000 subscribers, or it's just hard to say because then you listen to people who are like, oh, I only have 100,000 subscribers, which yes, when you compare that to 10 million, that's a small number, but compared to me, that's a large number. So it's all, I don't know if the number of subscribers is really the important thing to focus on. My main thing is I do it because I enjoy it. It's a fun hobby. I have a fun time making videos. I like the little bit of interaction that I get with my subscribers. I love when people leave comments or feedback because that really makes it worthwhile for me. So I guess my end goal would be to just keep doing it for as long as I'm enjoying it and as long as I have the time to be able to, and also to see some steady growth and maybe some more interaction from people. The hardest part for me is how time consuming it is. Because I have a full-time job, this is basically being done in whatever free time I have, which is usually on the weekends, so it can take up a good chunk of my weekend if I let it. And one of these days, I'm going to keep track of one video that I do, how long it takes from the time I start planning it, you know, coming up with the idea, planning it, recording it, editing it, uploading it, making a thumbnail, putting in the information and all the cards and tags and all that stuff, because I've never really added that all up together, but I know it's hours upon hours. And so it depends on the type of video as far as one, how long it takes to record, and two, how long it takes to edit. Some definitely take much longer than others, but I would be interested to see exactly how much time one of my average videos would take. And so that's the biggest thing for me, is just the amount of time it takes, because I really have to find time to fit it in. Well, not have to. I work to make time to fit it in with the recording and the editing, but sometimes it just is hard to keep up with. And I only post one video a week, and I'd like to do more than that. And sometimes I'm able to do a little bit more than that, but it's just the time factor. And the two biggest things are the sitting down to record them. I don't know why that takes a lot of time, but it does. And then the editing is probably the biggest part of it. And so, yeah, it's definitely time consuming, and that's probably the hardest thing about it. For me, there's a couple of things about YouTube that are the best for me. One would be the fact of how it's helped me grow, not only with on-camera presence, but making me more aware of the way that I speak. It's also definitely expanded my editing skills, my graphic design skills. While I am not at all a graphic designer, it's at least helped me improve and learn new skills to be able to do more in that area. Not to mention the fact all of the things I've learned just from watching other videos or listening to podcasts about YouTube. But there are two other aspects of it that are favorites of mine. One being, it just helps me keep a lot of my memories. So well, it's not really home movies, the fact that I'm doing vlogs. It's nice to be able to go back and look at what I did on my Disney trip, or what I did in Las Vegas from year to year, or even just what I do in a typical week. It's nice to be able to capture those moments and always have them available for myself. And then the final thing that I think is a favorite part of YouTube is definitely the interaction. The comments I get from people, just even getting likes on my videos. While that's not an important aspect, it just lets me know that someone is actually there watching the video, being engaged. That's why I really like comments, because people can let me know their thoughts on the video. It makes the time that I put in worth it, because if I was to just put up videos and never get any feedback, it doesn't make it quite as worthwhile as when someone even just says, you know, good job, or I liked this video, but even more in-depth comments with their opinions. It just, I don't know, I feel like I'm rambling, but the interaction with people watching really is a favorite part of it for me and really makes it worthwhile. I don't know if I've had a lot of funny comments, but I've had a few that have made me kind of go, There's one subscriber that leaves a lot of comments about my hair. They definitely prefer my hair down like this and not up, especially when it's hot and humid in the summer and I'm wearing it up a lot and, you know, a little tighter with hairspray and stuff. So they leave me comments about that, and those make me chuckle sometimes, or just comments that I'm not expecting that kind of make me pause and think for a moment and kind of, maybe not laugh out loud, but kind of say, what is this person getting at? So I guess those would be the funniest ones I've gotten, but I haven't had any that I've said, oh, you know, that made me laugh out loud kind of thing. I'm pretty fortunate being a smaller YouTuber that I haven't had a lot of negative or mean comments. But I think that when I do get them, it catches me very off guard because I'm not used to getting them. But I also know from watching other larger YouTubers that I shouldn't take it personal, because most of the time it's not even regular people that watch my videos. It's just someone who happens to have come upon one of my videos, and maybe they're having a bad day, or maybe they're just a negative person, and so they leave something not nice that's usually not even related to the video. So I usually just delete and try not to take it personally, because they don't even know me, so it doesn't really have any validity. But they've been things like I'm too old for YouTube and I should get off of YouTube, I'm ugly, you know, things like that that don't really have anything behind them other than someone just being negative and mean. I try to keep a good variety on my channel because I like variety, I like watching variety, and I think I would get bored if, say, I only ever talked about makeup or beauty. But some things that I haven't really dabbled in that much that people have suggested would be an ASMR video, gaming. What was the other one I thought of? Oh, something, so instead of like my baking for beginners videos, I could do kind of a cooking for beginners, because I'm not that great at cooking either. But I find baking much more fun than cooking, so, but that is an option. Oh, I know what the other thing was. More book-related videos, because I do enjoy reading, but I'm not a big book reviewer because I like so many different books, and it's not often that I really dislike a book, so I don't know about book reviews, but maybe something a lot more with books, because I usually only do one book video a year, so maybe I could branch out in that a bit more. But yeah, those are some other ideas that I have or have been suggested. But if you have ideas of other types of videos that you would like to see on my channel, definitely let me know. I started because I had been watching YouTube for quite a while, and then one day it just kind of came to me. I said, you know, these people are learning editing and doing all these things, but I already have these skills. In my regular job, I know how to use cameras, I already knew how to edit, I have a broadcast background from college, And so I figured I could take all of those skills that I already have and put them into YouTube, since I already had a little bit of experience with it. And it would just help me to get even more experience with it, but it would also give me more of a creative outlet, because in my job, I can't make these sorts of videos, basically. So it gave me a chance to make my own kind of videos about whatever I wanted. This is one that I never really thought about, because I think with anything, you're always growing and improving. So obviously my first videos were not going to be great and wonderful, because you need somewhere to grow to. But I will say that if I had to choose any that I was embarrassed by, it would have to be those earlier videos, because when I go back and watch them now, I can see my growth, because they are a little bit difficult to watch, because I was very quiet, I was very unsure, and I didn't have the greatest lighting. Plus, if you go back to early vlogs, I don't know if it was just because of the camera that I was using at the time, but I held it way too close to my face. And now I go back and look at that and think, whoa, back off a little bit. So yeah, I'd have to just say any of my earlier videos when I first started and those early vlogs. This one was a little harder for me to think about. I don't have one specific video that stands out as being a favorite or stands out as being one that I'm most proud of. But I think if I had to choose, I would go back and say my 12 Days of Christmas series from this past year, because I just put so much time and effort into those videos, especially with the editing. I got a little fancier with the editing, and even did some videos that were different for me, out of my comfort zone. So I would have to say that those are probably some of the ones that I'm most proud of, just because I did go outside of my comfort zone, but I also really tried to improve and step up the editing and make it a little bit more visually interesting for people. I think what they mean by this is like experiences you've had because of YouTube, but I haven't really had any of those. I haven't gone to any of the YouTube conventions. I haven't had any really experiences from YouTube. I did get some stuff from Perfectly Posh sent to me to review on my channel, and that was pretty exciting for me, because nothing like that had ever happened to me before, if that's what they mean by this question. But earliest memory, I mean, would be the first Vegas vlogs that I did. And I remember my brother leaving a funny comment on one of them. I think it was one of the first comments I ever got, and I really enjoyed that. But yeah, I don't really have a specific first YouTube memory, but I have enjoyed it, and I continue to enjoy it. That is all the questions. I will put them down in the description box for you in case you would like to do this tag for yourself. I hope that you enjoyed learning a little bit about my small creator experience here on YouTube. I really do appreciate every single one of you that watches these videos, that takes time out of your day to comment. It means so much to me, you don't even know. And I hope that you'll continue to leave me your feedback and your suggestions. Make sure to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and would like to see more videos like this from me in the future. As always, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell if you haven't. And do me a favor and share my channel and maybe this video with someone who you think might enjoy it. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you soon in another video.